but before maybe we answer the questions, do you know how it is spread? How do you get it? What are the mode of transmission? How do you get it in the body? What you have heard, what you have seen?
Sharing sharp objects.
By doing what?
Sharing sharp objects.
Sharing sharp objects like what?
Needle. Needle. And maybe scissors. Silage.
Usually the common ones are the needle and the syringe, like those people who use the heroin, injecting themselves, and then somebody else is using the needle. Huh?
Yes.
So that way, there is likelihood of whoever is using after the other one to get the disease. Which is the other method?
Sexual intercourse.
Yes. The sexual intercourse is also very common, especially with the teenagers with your hormones that you think you are saying, oh, I'm very active now. And you start experimenting. That's the most common mode of infection of HIV/AIDS. And very common also in the teenagers. It is across different age groups. It's not just one person, but according to the research, you find that in teenage life, that's where it is very common. Which is the other method?
Mother to child when giving birth.
Mother to child. If the mother has been infected, then there is a likelihood that the child who will be born will have the HIV.
Blood transfusion.
Blood transfusion. If somebody has been given blood in the hospital, that's another way that they can get the infection. So let's assume, okay.
Through breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding. That one is still a controversial issue. They usually say it can come through the breast milk. Yeah, there is another research which says that it cannot continue, but sometimes they will say that you should not continue with breastfeeding if you know you are having the HIV virus.
Through accident.
Accident.
Maybe like road accident, then the blood spills.
If what?
Through a road accident, then the blood spills to another person who has a cut or a wound.
Yes. That's good. As when you have a cut, and then maybe somebody had the infection, it goes inside you, then it's likely that you get the infection. But if you don't have a cut, you have not had any blood transfusion, you are not born with the HIV. Usually people don't beat about the bush. If you know you have already had the sexual intercourse, then you cannot say I was given blood transfusion. It becomes very obvious. Huh? So what did we do? What we do if we know that somebody is having an infection?
The HIV.
Especially maybe if it is through the somebody who was born by a parent who have the infection. Do you just give up, or what do you do?
You accept. You accept first. Then you start taking the medication.
That medication.
Yes. After visiting the doctor or the...
Usually the doctor will see you, will confirm. It has to be confirmed. You don't just assume because my mother had this, I also have it. There are some people who don't get it even if their parents had it. There are some who get it. But it has to be confirmed through the blood investigation to confirm it. And if you have been having sexual activity, what would you do? You need to be investigated, or you just take it for granted, or what happens?
You need to be investigated.
Then it is confirmed. So whichever case, whether it is from the parent or you are already having it, now you ask those questions that you wanted to ask. Then we shall have some other input. I have answered the question, yes.
Where did the HIV and AIDS originated from?
I don't know where it originated, but there are so many stories of how it originated. Some say it came from the monkeys. They try to talk about different countries of Africa. But when we talk about it, it's really not the origin, which is very important. It's how we can prevent it.
Yes. For how long can the HIV virus survive?
Where in the virus?
Outside the body. Outside the body of a human being.
Outside the body is very quickly, because that is not the normal environment. But within the normal environment, it will go throughout life. If somebody is a victim.
So, does it mean that if someone has been cut with a razor blade, then after 5 days,
After what?
5 days or 1 week, the virus is dead?
If the blade had the virus and you have been cut, it has gone into the bloodstream already.
But if it had overstayed like 1 week,
Where?
the
On the blade?
yes.
It can't survive for 1 week.
What about, can it survive for 2 hours? The virus.
Where is this virus? Because it depends on where the virus is. Where is it? Is it in the basin? Is it on the toilet? Do you have a cat or you don't have a cat?
On the laser blade.
Because if a virus comes on the skin like now, I don't expect it to get it from here. It's only like now when they are doing this, the rituals like the circumcision for the boys, not for the girls. That time, if they use a contaminated blade, it's very easy for that blade contaminated. Maybe it starts from here, it's being used for this person, the other person, and that person, and there is already that virus. Then it is easy to infect people. And because you are dealing with the blood, which is going through the bloodstream. Maybe can we, maybe before we ask other questions, you had some questions that you wanted to.
Yes. What is important to test HIV?
What is?
What is it important to test HIV and AIDS?
In who?
Individual. Why is
Why
it
is it important to test HIV on the individual?
Yes.
What type of, who is this type of individual? Sasa, you mwenyewe, you know yourself. Like now, when you are teenagers, you know yourself better than anybody else. Have you had blood transfusion? Have you been shaved? Have you had any shaving and you had a cut somewhere? Eh?
No.
Are you using heroin to inject yourself? Eh?
No.
No? You are trying to eliminate. Eh? So what else? Have I had sex with anybody? Eh? So most of the times if your questions are no, you really have that fear. Eh? You have that fear. If your parents did not, if your parents had it, then you can say, yes, I would like to test it. If they do not have it, you want to be tested. But it doesn't do any harm. If you feel something is disturbing you, then it is good to confirm so that that fear is. But if you are at risk, because we say they are at risk groups, those are the groups that have already got intact with the, either that heroin and they are injecting themselves, have had sexual intercourse, then you need to be tested. So suppose you have been tested and then you are positive. What do you do? And now you remember also the things that we learned earlier. Huh? You don't just take one thing and say that is the only thing, that this is a share, it is a share. All those things are interrelated. So if you are, what would you do?
If you are positive or negative.
First of all, if you are positive, what is the normal reaction to anybody?
The reaction.
Huh? What is the normal reaction to anybody? Even for any illness. Not only that.
Just fear.
Yeah, you develop fear. It's not only for the HIV, even for any disease when you know you are sick. The next thing, the first thing you have is
Fear.
fear. Fear of what? Huh? Fear of death. Huh? You think immediately you are going to die, but is that true? That you are going to die immediately? No. So the minute you know you have it, then you have to seek for help. You seek for help for whoever is specialized in that area. You need counseling. Then the doctor will see you. You start with medication. And so when we start with medication, it's our dream dead.
Nope.
Yeah?
Nope.
It's not dead. You can still become that doctor. You can become the air hostess. As long as you are going to comply with the doctor's assistance or the counselor's assistance, and you get also support from the other people. So that does not mean the end of the world. You can become a very great person in future, even sometimes more than the one who do not even have it. But I'm not telling you to go and have it. Eh? But you should not lose hope. So what is the other question?
What are the effects of HIV and AIDS in an individual, family, and nation?
I think that one you will tell me. What are the effects or the consequences on the individual. What happened?
HIV positive. I invited her to come to our school to talk to our parents and the students. And at that time, when the first day when she came, everybody thought she was going to die. Now I'm talking about 20 years later. This woman have had 3 children, and they are HIV negative. Because she is on the top of all the technology, all the information that is there regarding the HIV. But it's not the information and the technology that is available to everybody. So it is available because she is now running a very big organization in this country, and she is accessible to all the researches that is there, that is available. That she know what to do and how to go about it. But what I've been hearing her talk about, and you can Google sometime, we can Google Assumpta, is talking about the fact that she has been able to live with it very positively, first of all accept it. Then she got married after that, because when she came to talk to us about 20 years ago, she came with her 11-year-old child, who was born after when she discovered she was HIV positive. That's when this boy was born, and the boy was not infected. After that, many years later, she got married now, she has children, she has 3 children, and none of them is HIV positive, because there are technologies that are helping people, but they're not available to everybody. And the important thing to us is, because it's not available to us, is that we have to make sure that we protect ourselves, make sure that we live in a very positive way, make sure that whatever we have been told by our teachers here is we live by that book. Abstain yourself, and then also not worry as if there is no future for you, because there is a future for you. Every one of us here, but no one can tell whether I'll live tomorrow, because as we are sitting here, how many people have died today, this morning? Do you think people have died in the world? Have they died of AIDS?
No.
Even yesterday, there was a bomb blast that killed presidential security people in Tunisia. You know the number of people who died the other day in Paris. You know the accident this morning, that everywhere, isn't it? Yes. So we can't say, I'm so nervous, I'm so scared, I have come to the end of my world. No. What we have to remember is that life goes on, but what precaution, what care do I take about my life, my body? We also know that if you're HIV positive and you engage yourself in sexual activities, you are likely now to become... To infect somebody else, and also you weaken your body. Your body also become weakened. So it's almost like you have to really be careful not to spread, and also to protect yourself. But a lot of people have been able to live a normal life. What we have to do is take this information that we are given, so that we don't affect our life, or don't sit here worrying, because you will be sitting here worrying, and yet somebody else, I don't know whether it is me or you, who die tomorrow because of other reason, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yes.
And mine is to appreciate for your talk. You taught us a lot of things that we did not know, and we thank you and wish you to talk to us again.
Thank you.
My name is Mary Ashera. I have completed 4 this year. From this workshop, you have really been a good mother to me, and also to others. We say thank you very much, and God bless you so much, and may He expand your territory. And also we wish that the next time when we have our workshop again, we wish you to come back again, and God bless you. Thank you.
I hope you come back again.
So I have enjoyed your company, your participation in the group, and when you have got something that you need to discuss, something which is also disturbing you, I don't mind coming back. You let Wanjiku know, and then I can organize myself. You are growing, you are teenagers, and you are also my children. You are not just the students, but you are also part of me. So thank you very much for your time.
Can I take your picture with Minor, because it's somebody who is very close to you is the one who helped Minor to get the school where he is. So can I take the two of your photographs so that you can show him that Minor has grown?
Katika 2242, lakini bila shaka wamejituma. Wao wananiambia kwamba wabunge wafisadi waende mbele ya baba waombewe, wanajitakia.
Kuongea kuhusu vijana understand kwa ile video jana tunaongea drugs it is a substance that when taken it is affects the body's function. Types of drugs or therapy drugs are heroin, alcohol, bang, and cocaine. Effects, it is destroy the brain, hallucination, impaired judgment, death, loss of memory, addiction, diseases. Causes of drug abuse: loneliness, depression, peer pressures to boost body function, stress, and poverty.
Wait, Kidogo, just go back there, please. I think there's somebody maybe with a question for him. One or two there.
You said therapeutic drugs are heroin and cocaine, and therapeutic drugs are the ones that you're given by prescription na daktari. Nimekosea hapo?
Kama nimesoma vibaya.
Hebu soma vizuri.
Types of drugs and kama tu therapeutic drugs.
Kuna therapeutic, zile za cocaine, na kuna
Narcotics.
na hizo zingine narcotics, hizi cocaine na banzo. Zikwangi prescribed. Hata ziko illegal because they can zinaweza haribu mwili. That's why zikwangi medically recognized.
Any other person? Celine, do you have any input on that?
Depression maybe. Yeah, depression.
That's the causes of drugs and substance abuse, eh? And Minor is asking, what is this depression? Hakuna mtu anajua hiyo? Uliza mwalimu Njeri.
Depression, wakati you are isolated, uko peke yako, you don't want support from anyone, you're undergoing, tena kama ni ugonjwa uko nayo, you're fighting it alone, so unasikia depressed, all that stress accumulate, utakuwa depressed. The only thing utaona itakusaidia ni kutumia madrug, kutumia drugs. Hiyo ndo the brief explanation, kwa nikianza kuingia ndani itakuwa complicated.
Okay, let's give Were a clap.
And then, as you know, is Steven. What I want to say from that video is, yes, it is what about drugs and some bleaching, yes. Yes, what you can say in bleaching
bleaching can destroy your inner skin and your outer. So you see what we are. And you can say that it can avoid the drugs through avoiding the bad company and bad friends. So to encourage you to, because some people can cheat you and take some alcohol. Then you can go ahead and take it, and then later it can harm yourself. See? So I want to encourage you this. Do not make things that your friend are doing. Yes, don't do your thing because you see that your friend is doing, because it can drag you to hell. Okay? Yes. For me, I don't have much to say. I just stand here to say that you are good, you are smart. So take care of yourself. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Martha, and I'm going to discuss. I'm going to tell you what I learned from the video I saw about children abusing drugs. First of all, as we all know, drugs are harmful to our body. They interfere with our body and brains, and drugs are not that good to young children. First of all, young children take drugs because of peer pressure. Maybe I have a friend, for example, Marcia, and she's taking drugs. I want to be the same as her because she's my friend, so I'll take the drugs so that we